I don't know what you're facing in life today, how overwhelming it might feel, or how big the enemy might look in front of you, but I want to remind you that you serve a God of angel armies. In the book of 2 Corinthians in chapter 13, King Asa is ruling over Judah, and it tells us that he's built up an army of 300,000. And they're carrying shields and all of this, right? And they've built up defenses around Judah because they've had 10 years of peace and prosperity. Then the king of Ethiopia comes out against him with an army of 1,000,000 men. I don't care how much peace you've had, how much rest you've had, a couple 100,000 compared to 1,000,000 makes you look like ants. There's no way you're going to win that victory, right? That's how that feels. And yet King Asa, he turned his heart to the Lord throughout his reign, served the Lord. And he knows God is bigger. He knows this is the God who split seas for the children of Israel to walk through. This is the God who destroyed the Egyptians. This is the God who sent plagues in Egypt, signs and wonders to get them to freedom. And so he prays this prayer in verse 11, Lord, it's nothing for you to help, whether with many or those who have no power. Help us, O Lord, for we rest on you. In your name we'll go against this multitude. You are our God. Do not let men prevail against you. I want to encourage you today as you are facing what might seem like an impossible situation, what might seem like something that is too much for you, too big for you to handle. Don't handle it. Put it in God's hands and step out in faith to do whatever he says is the next step. It goes on to say that the Lord struck the Ethiopians so that they fled, that the Israelites pursued them. In verse 13, it says that this army was broken before the Lord and his army, and Asa and Judah carried away much spoil. Yes, they did the fighting in one sense, but the Lord and his army did the rest. God is bigger than anything you're facing, and he has armies of legions of angelic forces at his disposal to fight for you as you're standing for him. Just call out to him for help in whatever it is that you're facing. And don't forget, as big as that enemy looks in front of you, the God who defends you, who sees you, who hears you, he is so much bigger than anything else you're facing.